Do you have a nanny? Or you're thinking of getting a nanny very soon? Before you do that, or as you already have a nanny, there are certain things you should be aware of. There are certain things that you should put into consideration before going for a nanny. If care is not taken, your nanny ignorantly to you can become the mommy of the home, and that is very dangerous. We have had cases where nannies becomes mommies. How did this happen? Most of the times, the women, they don't know that gradually, they are giving their homes to the nannies to manage for them. If you are contemplating getting a nanny, you already have a nanny, here is a message for you. To start with, who is a nanny? A nanny, we can also say, is someone who helps out in the house with the kids and with house chores. Anybody who is in your home that helps you carry out house chores, that helps you take care of the children, that helps you take care of the home while you are busy taking care of other things, that is a nanny. Whether a male or a female, that is a nanny. And how do some people go for nanny? There are some people, before getting a nanny, they consult agencies. There are some, they consult family members and they bring in some help or housemaid for them. But you know there are danger signs when you go for a wrong nanny. And what are some of the things that can make a nanny become a mommy? My dear, does your nanny have the right to everything in your home? Is your nanny the only person who makes the food? It prepares your children for school. Your nanny takes your children to school, goes to school to pick them up, makes food for them, help them out with their assignment, wash their clothes, do their dishes, wash your bathroom, keep your bedroom clean and tidy for you. My dear, you are sitting on a time bomb. You are gradually going out as a woman, and your nanny is gradually becoming the mommy of the home. Do you know why I said that? One, when your nanny is the one who is always there for your children, you are so busy with your job, you are so busy with your business, you are so busy with your career, you are so busy building your entrepreneurial skills, but your home is suffering. Your nanny is the one that makes the food for the children. Your nanny is the one that prepares them for school. My dear, that is a bond that is building between your nanny and your children already. Your nanny is already taking the place of a mother in the lives of your children. Do you know what happens again? When she is the one who always makes food for them, they are getting so used to your nanny. It's your nanny that goes to pick them from school. It's your nanny that brings them home. It's your nanny that does everything for them. Then who is their mommy to them? All you do is buy them clothes, buy them gifts, buy them chocolates, buy them ice cream. My dear, that is not what your children need from you. Your children needs your presence. Your children, they want to feel that your presence. They want to feel that your bond. Your nanny is the one who cooks for them. What kind of food does your nanny give to your children? If care is not taken, your children are eating polluted food. Let me leave the side of your children. When it comes to your husband, your nanny is not the one taking your place in your home. There have been cases where nannies have become mommies, becoming the owners of the bedroom, because the wives and the mothers of the house, they've become so busy that they don't even have time to take care of the emotional needs of their spouses. When your husband comes back from work, you haven't even gotten home. You are still busy in your shop, you are still busy in your office, you are still busy with one meeting or the other. But when he comes back home, who is the first person he sees? It's the nanny. Who is the one that attends to his needs? Is the nanny. Who is the one that serves him his food? Is the nanny. Then where is your place as a wife? Where is your place as a mother? God has blessed you. But do you think that that blessing is going the right way, the way you are handling it? Your home is gradually becoming something else if care is not taken. Weekends, what do you do with your weekends? Weekends are for parties. You go partying. You leave your children in the hands of a total strangers. So how do you curtail this? One, Let there be boundaries. Let there be limits. Your nanny should know the limits it has in the home. And you as a mother, you as a wife, you as a woman, be responsible enough. Being blessed does not take away your responsibility as a mother. Being in a modern society does not take away your responsibility as a mother. When you go around the world, you will see that the place of a mother cannot be replaced by anyone. Cannot be replaced by even your maid. Cannot be replaced by your nanny. I tell you something. When you are a woman, there are primary things your child or your children and your spouse need from you. My dear, they need that your physical presence. They need that bonding from you. But you are so busy. In the morning, you leave the house even before your children wake up. And you come back home while they are barely asleep already. And weekends, you are off. It's possible it's weekends you have the time to go make your hair. It's weekends you have the time to go meet with one friend or the other. Then where is the bond between you and your children? You have to look deep into this. If you brought your nanny home and that nanny doesn't have the Spirit of God, what is it teaching your child? What is that nanny teaching your children? You talk about their assignment, the nanny helps out with assignment. What level of education does your nanny have? That it has to help with your children's homework, with your children's assignment? My dear, you are sitting on a time bomb. You have to sit down and analyze your life. Is that how you want to bring up your children? Now you have the responsibility of bringing up your children. How did your mother bring you up? Was it the way you were brought up that you are bringing up your children now? Was it the way your mother disciplined you that you are disciplining your children now? If you continue like this, how will your children grow up in the next 10, 15 years? What is going to become of them? Your nanny chooses the clothes your children wear, and before you know, your nanny is dressing your girl child half naked. Your girl child of 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years is already dressing half naked, and you think that is the end thing. You think that is being fashionable? My dear, that is not it. Dressing your girl child naked is not being fashionable at all. Watch it. What does your children wear? What kind of clothes does your nanny wear on your children? What kind of music do they hear? What kind of videos do they watch? There have been cases where nannies have introduced children to immorality. We had a case we dealt with not too long. A small girl who was brought into the home of the auntie. She started messing up with a 4-year-old boy. Starting to teach the 4-year-old boy how to be engaged in immorality. When everybody has gone out of the house, she takes the boy into the room and begins to put the boy's private part in between her legs and begins to teach the boy how to be immoral. Imagine a boy of 4 years being taught immorality. Where are we going? So how does your nanny have access to your children? What kind of access? How free are they? It's so dangerous this time that there are some people that your children are even more free with your nannies than they are free with you. And what videos do they watch? What videos do they watch? There has been a case of another 1.5-year-old child who was being molested by a nanny. She was caught. Do you know what goes on in your home? You think you have cameras all around. These people, they are so smart that they can beat the camera. They will take your child to where there is no camera. You think there's camera in the living room, there are cameras in the room. My dear, there are places that the camera is not, that if the person is smart, we take your child there. So it is not the camera that will safeguard your children. It is your own personal time and investment in your children that will bring about the sanctity and the decency of your children. Don't leave the upbringing and the training of your children to nannies and housemaids. It's dangerous and it's eating deep into the society today. You see children becoming wayward, children becoming stubborn, children becoming just loose. Why? Because their mothers are not there. Check it. Years ago, how our mothers brought us up. Sit down and analyze. Is that how you are bringing up your children today? If your children continue like this, what is going to become of them? Another way you should restrict your nannies and your housemates is when it comes to the cleaning of your bedroom and your bathroom. You allow your nanny to do the cleaning of your bathroom. He does the cleaning of your bedroom. He does the arrangement of everywhere in the house. My dear, that is very wrong. As a woman, take it upon yourself to keep your bedroom spotlessly clean by yourself. Take care of your bathhouse. Even if you are so busy you can't do the cleaning yourself, supervise the cleaning. Don't leave your bedroom all alone to your housemaid. Don't leave your bathroom all alone to your housemaid. Monitor and supervise the cleaning of your bathroom. Be there where the bathroom is being cleaned. Do you know your bedroom, there are a lot of secrets that go on in your bedroom. That is where you sleep. That is where you lay your head. That is where your dream life lies. So if people now begin to have access to your bedroom, it is very dangerous. Your dreams can become polluted. Your life can become polluted right from your bedroom. So don't give access to your bedroom. If you are not there, don't let your nanny clean your bedroom in your absence. Don't let your nanny clean your toilet or your bathroom in your absence. Make sure you are around while it is being cleaned. Then let's come over to the kitchen. It is your nanny who does all the cooking. And there are some of you these days, you don't even cook anymore. You order for soups. You order for stews. You order for food. My dear, it is very, very disastrous. It is in your cooking that you experiment with different things. There are so many spices that are being used to cook today. You that is used to ordering soups, God has so blessed you to the point that you no longer go and shop. You don't go to the market. You don't buy any food stuff again. You don't cook again. God has blessed you to the point that you order for soup. What did they use to make that soup? Do you know there is a way that when you are cooking in a home, there is a signal you send to your children? You teach your children how to be responsible by being responsible. You can't tell your child be responsible when your child is seeing you as a highly irresponsible being. When last did you actually cook in your home? And when you are cooking, who does the cooking more? Is it the maid that does the cooking? I'll tell you something. There is the spiritual aspect of cooking. Some of you say, oh, you take everything spiritual. You take everything spiritual. Yes, everything is spiritual. Even cooking is spiritual. There are certain things that go into food as you are preparing it. When you are cooking, don't cook carnally. Speak into the food you are cooking. When you are feeding your home, as a woman of the home, nobody is supposed to fall sick in your home because you are the one responsible for their health. Their health begins with the food they eat. If you don't speak positive into the food, your children might be eating sicknesses, they might be eating ailments. But when you begin to cook and you speak into the food, as I cook this food, it is going to nourish everyone that will eat it. It will bring strength, it will bring vitality, all nutrients provided. You speak into the food. Nobody eats affliction from my dining table. Nobody eats pains from my dining table. Nobody eats affliction from my dining table. And as you speak into the food, that is what is going to happen. But you have left your kitchen to a total stranger. And your food is becoming polluted. Before you know, your child comes up today, momming my stomach, momming my head, my hand, my teeth, all over the place. Take responsibility. Don't let your nanny become the mommy of the home. Another way your nanny can also become the mommy of the home is when you are not always around. You think your husband is a superman and the nanny is moving about, he is watching. By the time he's emotionally starved, he can get the feeding from the nanny. There are some of you, you think you are so busy, you don't have time for your husband. Your nanny very soon will have time for your husband. As he's preparing the table for him, she is preparing the table for your husband. She's also the one preparing the bedroom for your husband. She's also the one preparing the toilet. She's preparing everywhere. Then who are you as a woman? Where is your place as a woman? Very soon, she will also prepare the other side of the bed for your husband if care is not taken. So go and sit down and begin to analyze your life. And if you are contemplating bringing a nanny into your home at a time like this, there are certain things you should watch out for. Where are you getting that nanny from? What has been the experience with that nanny in the time past? If the nanny is a grown person, if the nanny is a mature person, if the nanny has had some experiences, get to know where the person has worked, how did the contract end, and what ended the contract. That will give you an insight. At times, God doesn't just let us go into mistakes. There are certain things that have happened in the lives of people that when they tell you, it is a sign and it's a signal, and it will help you to curtail it in your own life. When you discover that the nanny you are about to bring into your home had an issue with the boss or with the client in the past contract, then watch it very well. If that nanny had an issue with the past client, definitely it will repeat again. And if that nanny had a spiritual challenge with the place where he was working, my dear, you need spiritual counseling. And at another time, if you are spiritually sensitive, use your sense of discernment. If you go to an agent or you consult a relative or a friend for a nanny and they recommend a nanny to you, go before God. Ask God, who is this person? Get the person's name and ask God, who is this person? I'm about to bring this person to my home. Who is this person? And if you are spiritually sensitive, God will play out to you who that person is. And before bringing in that person, know who the person is. Is the person born again? Is the person spirit-filled? If the person is not born again, if the person is not spirit-filled, be very, very sure that whatever spirit is using that person is bringing that spirit into your home. I know you already have enough prayer points. You want to add more prayer points to your prayer points by bringing in a negative person into your home. Don't attract problems into your home by your own self. Learn to avoid certain problems. My dear, there are certain problems that are avoidable. There are problems that are avoidable. There are negative prayer points that are avoidable. Don't multiply your prayer points by bringing in problems by yourself. When you discover that there are problems, there are challenges along the line of that nanny you are about to bring into your home, terminate the contract. Stop it. Even if the person is already on the way to your place, when God just tell you this is who this person is, stop it and tell the person to go back. You will get back to them, because it is your home the person is coming to. There are spiritual implications of bringing a wrong person into your home. You put your children at risk of pollution. I've had cases where children have been initiated by nannies. Children have been initiated by relatives and friends who came to just pass the holiday in the home of a particular person. And at the end, those children became instruments to begin to torment their parents. It's so sad. It's so sad when your child becomes an instrument in the hand of the enemy to torment you. Don't open the door. It's your home. You can choose who to come into your home. You can choose who not to come into your home. I pray that God will give you the wisdom to be able to manage your home properly. From this teaching series, we have discovered that ignorantly your nanny can become the mommy of the home if you give your responsibility to them. When your nanny begins to be the one to cook, is the one that bats your children, is the one that takes your children to school, whether he or she takes your children to school, do the school runs for you, then who are you as a mother? What time do your children have to spend with you? Your children need you more than all those gifts you are buying them. If you can't spend time with your children, then don't buy them gifts. If you can't spend time with your children, don't buy them ice cream. Ice cream cannot take the place of motherly love. Ice cream cannot take the place of motherly care. Ice cream cannot take the place of the bonding. There is what is called bonding between mother and children. There have been cases where you introduce your children to nannies even at the age of 3 months. You take your children to school at the age of 3 months because you are running after your job. I tell you one thing. These children you have, they are the reason you are working. The children you have now, they are the reason you are struggling. They are the reason you are pursuing your career. They are the reason you are pursuing your business. They are the reason you are pursuing your money. If you pursue money and you leave the well-being and the upkeep of your children, either physical upkeep, emotional upkeep, psychological upkeep of your children to the hands of total strangers, my dear, there is no point running after money. You have introduced your children to strangers at the age of 3 months. What is that child going to learn? Where is the love between you and the child? 3 months old, your child is already used to daycare. Your child is already used to strangers. That is total nonsense. It is wrong. From 3 months, then you don't know what you're bringing up. By the time that child is 15 years and you're calling the child to come over for the holiday and the child tells you, I'm so busy, I can't come over, then you will know what you have done to yourself. If you pursue money and you don't pursue the upbringing of your children, then you are living a wasted life. The money you are pursuing is for those children. And if the children, they are not used to you, then your money is useless. Your money is useless to your children. If your children cannot feel your love, they can't feel your presence, they can't experience your care, then the money is useless. Learn to take care of your children. Your children comes first. If you have a very big building, mighty building, stocked with all the good things of life, and your child is passing through psychological torment, then there is no need for that building. There's no need for that mansion. There are a lot of mansions with miseries going on there, with a lot of pains going on there. There are some of you, your children cannot even open up to you because they are scared the way you are going to react. There are times your child even wants to talk to you. You just push them away. There are some of you have been so blessed to the point that you even have a playroom for your children. Yeah, you have a computer room for your children. You have a game room for your children. When you don't want them to disturb you, you send them to that room, and you let game, you let phone, you let accessories to take your place in the life of your children. You don't know what you're doing. 15 years from now, those children, they will pay you back, because what you're doing right now, these are seeds you are sowing. The seeds of emotional torture you are sowing in the life of your children. Be ready to reap them. The seeds of psychological torture you are sowing in the life of your children. Be ready. Be very, very ready to reap them. There are some of you right now, even during holidays, you still push your children to go to school. Your child hardly have time to rest. There are some of you, your children wake up as early as 3 a.m. They wake up as early as 3 a.m. to be prepared for school, and they come back as late as 6 p.m. Check the timing of that child. A 3-year-old child waking up as early as 3 a.m., coming back home as late as 6 p.m. Continue. I pray that God will help you to take responsibility for your home. Those children are gifts. Those children are blessings to you. How are you managing them? They are also fruits that should be nurtured. Don't leave your children in the hands of total strangers, either in school or in your home. Let your children be used to you. Let your children experience your love. Let your children experience your care. Don't forget, I'm Janice Brima, and this is Springs of Hope. Today, we have looked at how nannies become mommy. God bless you. You want us to share in your joy. You want us to counsel you. You want to just talk to someone. We are all ears. Call us on WhatsApp 024-957-6583. 024-957-6583. If you are outside Ghana, it's +233 249576583. On Facebook, follow the page on Facebook. It is Jenny's Brima. On YouTube, subscribe on YouTube. Turn on your notification. YouTube, it is Jenny's Brima. On TikTok, it is JAY_BRAI3. JAY_BRAI3. God bless you exceedingly, and we hear good news about you. Have a very wonderful time in the presence of God. Bye bye.